Good morning, students. Let us start today the next topic of this chapter. And the next topic of the chapter is the theorems of differentiation. Theorems of differentiation. And there are total two theorems of differentiation that we are going to study today. And before starting to this, so far we have studied and we have been considering since from the starting of this chapter a function f, and f is a function of two independent variables, that is x and y. If f is a function of two independent variables x and y, then the total differentiation of this function is written as df, and this formula for the total differentiation can be written as df is equals to fx into dx plus fy into dy. So this is the total differentiation formula, or more clearly I can write this total differentiation df is equal to fx is nothing but a partial differentiation of the function. So dou f by dou x into dx plus dou f by dou y into dy. Of course, this is by considering other function as a constant. So these things we have studied till this lecture. Now today, to show these theorems of differentiation, or to study the theorems of differentiation, let us consider x is a function of y and z. Rather than considering a function f, let us consider fx is a function of two variables, that is y and z. If x is a function of y and z, then the total differentiation of this function is given by dx is equals to, by using that formula only. So x is nothing but your f. So dx is equals to, now differentiation of your given function with respect to y first, and then differentiation of your given function with respect to second variable, considering other variables as a constant. So dx is equals to dou x by dou y when z variable is constant into dy, plus dou x by dou z when y is first variable is constant into dz. This is the total differentiation of the function x, and if x is a function of two independent variables y and z. Got it? The same function I can write in short, dx is equal to, now x is a function of y, so I can write x y suffix y. This is the partial differentiation of this function with respect to y into dy plus, what is this, x z, partial differentiation of the function, x is the function with respect to z into dz. Got it? Let me say this is our equation number 1 for our clarity, to understand it more clearly. Now similarly consider other function y, and this y is a function of two independent variables, now x and z. If y is a function of x and z, then the total differentiation is written as dy is equals to, now how I can write, this is equals to the differentiation of your function with respect to first variable dou x when the other variable is constant into dx plus dou y by dou z, differentiation with respect to other variable when the first is constant into dz. Got it? The same function I can write in terms of a partial differentiation as dy is equals to, now what is this? This is y suffix x into dx plus y suffix z into dz. So let us say this is our equation number 2. Now what is this? This is a total differentiation of y, and we have here dy. So I can use equation number 2 into equation number 1. So therefore I can say use equation 2 in equation 1. And therefore once you put this equation number 2 into 1, you will get dx is equals to what? Dou x by dou y at constant z into dy. Let me put the value of dy, and this dy is dou y by dou x when z is constant into dx plus dou y by dou z when x variable is constant into dz, bracket complete, plus now the second term is dou x by dou z when y variable is constant into dz. Fine. Now just simplify this, and if you simplify and multiply by this term to inside the bracket, you will get the coefficient of dx and coefficient of dz. Got it? So if your coefficient of dz is, there are two coefficients only, dx and dz. Now if dz is equals to 0, dx need not be 0. Why? Because that will not equate the equation then. Therefore I can say if dz is equals to 0, this implies that dx need not be equals to 0 or not equals to 0. There are two cases, and in the next case, if your dx is equals to 0, your dz must not be equals to 0, correct? So therefore what we will do, we will consider this first case and put the values of dx is equals to 0 where dx is non-zero. So therefore you will get dx is equals to, now this dx will become, now you will left with only this one term, because here is a dz and the second term is also dz. So those two terms will get vanished and you will get only one term, and that term is equals to dou x by dou y when z is considered as a constant into dou y by dou x when z is considered as a constant into dx. Now this dx is on both sides, gets cancelled to each other, and you can write this equation as dou x by dou y when z is constant, and this is equals to, if you shift this other bracket on other side, you will get minus times 1 upon dou y by dou x when z is constant, or the same term can be written as minus time this dou y by dou x when z is, sorry, there is no minus sign, there will be a positive sign only, because there is no positive and negative term. This is just shifted on the other side, so multiplied term becomes divided by with positive sign, not negative sign, please remember. And therefore I can write, if you I want to write this denominator to the numerator, this will become inverse. So this gives me dou x by dou y when z is constant can be written as dou y by dou x when z is constant, it's inverse. Fine. So this is the first theorem on differentiation, and this first theorem on differentiation I can write here, first theorem of differentiation, and this first theorem of differentiation is called as a reciprocity relation. Got it? Hope you have understood this topic. And now go for the second case, and in the second case what you have to do is, for the second case you can consider dx is equals to 0 and dz, let me rub out this only because I don't need these terms, rest of the terms are required. So hope you have understood this first theorem on differentiation. And this, now the in case second case, what you are considering, if dz is non-zero but dx is equals to 0, and put these two values into this equation and rewrite the equation. If you rewrite this equation, then you will get dx is equals to 0. That means 0 is equals to, now dx dou x by dou y at constant z. Eliminate those terms whose coefficient is dx. Now dx is multiplied to the first term, and the second term dx is not multiplied. So your second term right hand side will be equals to dou x by dou y at constant z, and this will be multiplied to this dou y by dou z at constant x into dz, plus now the second term is dou x by dou z at constant y into dz. Got it? Now you can shift on other side, and once you shift on other side, what you will get? This term dou x by dou z at constant y will be a negative, and therefore you will get, I will write this dou x by dou y at constant z into dou y by dou z at constant x into dz is equals to minus time dou x by dou z into y into dz. Got it? Now dz is on both sides, so dz gets cancelled to each other, and you will get dou x by dou y at constant z into dou y by dou z at constant x, and this term once you shift on other side, you will get 1 upon dou x by dou z at constant y. But by using your reciprocity relation, I can write this as an inverse. So that will be dou z by dou x at constant y, and this is equals to minus 1 because negative sign is there. So this is minus 1, and I can rewrite this relation as dou x by dou y at constant z into dou y by x y z y z x and z x y. That's okay. You need not to rewrite the relation. So this gives us the second theorem. I can say this is a second theorem of differentiation. This is the second theorem of differentiation. Hope you have understood the first and second both theorems on differentiations. Got it? Now let's go and solve the problem based on the differentiation. And the first problem is based on the ideal gas equation. PV is equals to RT. So let me write about this first, and then we'll go for the problem based on the theorem of differentiation, so that you can understand it well. And the problem on theorem of differentiation is verify two theorems in case of ideal gas. Problem: verify two theorems of differentiation in case of ideal gas. In case of ideal gas. And what's ideal gas equation? We have studied this ideal gas equation, and this ideal gas equation is equals to PV is equals to RT. This is an ideal gas equation. Now, what's your first theorem on differentiation? Your first theorem on differentiation is if x is a function of two independent variables y and z, then your first theorem tells you that the partial differentiation of x with respect to y when z is a constant is equals to dou y by dou x inverse. Got it? This is your first theorem on differentiation, no? Isn't it? Dou x by dou y when z is constant is equals to dou y by dou x inverse at constant z when z is constant. This is your first theorem. Now, in order to prove this relation, so you must understand here the variables are pressure, volume and temperature. R is not a variable, R is a constant, right? So let me write this equation for P. So for P, you will get this is equation is equals to RT by V. Got it? And you can differentiate this with respect to volume at constant T. So this will be dou P by dou V at constant T. If T is constant, you will get this is equals to R by, sorry, T is constant. That means the R is also constant. So R and T both are constant as it is. And 1 upon x differentiation is minus time 1 upon x square. So minus time RT by V square is the differentiation for the term. Got it? Now, what is the volume? But volume is equals to, for volume I can write this relation as RT by P. And if you put the value of V, you will get minus time RT divided by V square. That means R square T square. So RT bracket square by V square, sorry, by P square will be multiplied and this will become P square. So 1 R will get cancelled and you will get this is equals to minus time P square by RT. That's all. Got it? Minus time P square by RT. Now differentiate this function for volume. So you need to write this relation for volume. So for volume, you will get this is equals to, let me write here, for volume this is equals to RT by P. And now differentiate this dou V by dou P at constant T. So this will give me differentiation of this function with respect to P is equals to, now RT is again constant and 1 upon x differentiation is minus time 1 by P square. Isn't it? Now multiplication of this equation number, let's say this is equation 1 and equation 2. So this will give me dou P by dou V at constant T into dou V by dou P at constant T, and this is equals to, now this into this will be minus time P square by RT, first bracket, second bracket minus time RT divided by P square. So this P square cancels, this cancels with this, and negative sign becomes positive, and that is equals to 1. This is proved, or you can write for more simplicity. So dou P by dou V at constant T can be written on the other side, and that is equals to dou P by 1 upon dou V by dou P. So this is dou P by dou V by dou P inverse. And this is the first theorem on differentiation. So in this way, the first theorem on the differentiation for the ideal gas is proved. Now in order to prove for the second theorem, write this for P. So for P, we have already written this relation as RT by V, and let me skip this, and then So first one is calculated. There are three variables p, v and t, and you have taken a differentiation of p with respect to v and v with respect to p. What is left? V with respect to t. Got it? So write the relation for PV is done, and the third is T with P. So let's write the relation for T with P. Got it? So differentiation of T with P. In order to do this, let's write the relation for T. And if you write the relation for T, you will get this equals to PV by R. Got it? So differentiation of the function T with respect to P when volume is constant. When volume is constant, that means volume is constant, R is constant. So differentiation of P with respect to P is V by R. Is only a V by R. And differentiation of V with respect to T, differentiation of V with respect to P when pressure is constant, differentiation of V with respect to P, differentiation of V with respect to T when pressure is constant. This is T with respect to P, and this will give me, so differentiation of V with respect to T when pressure is a constant, so R by P is a constant, so this is R by P, and differentiation with respect to T is 1. So you got this relation. Fine. So just take the multiplication of these three, that is dou P by dou V with respect to T, dou P by dou V with respect to T, dou P by dou V with respect to T is minus RT by P square. So dou V by dou P dou P by dou V. Where is dou P by dou V? So dou P by dou V is here, not this one. So dou P by dou V with respect to T is equals to minus P square by RT. Dou P by dou V, I have written wrong. So dou P by dou V with respect to T into dou V by dou T. And what is the third? PV, VT, now TP. So dou T by dou P at constant other variable. Here is not V, so constant V. Which one is missing here? P, so P is constant here. And take the multiplication of all. So dou P by dou V is here, and its value is equals to minus time P square by RT. Second, dou V by dou T. Dou V by dou T is here at constant P, and that is equals to R by P. And the third, dou T by dou P. Dou T by dou P is V by R. And this will be equals to, now this one P gets cancelled with this P. This R gets cancelled with this R. And you will get minus time PV upon RT. So minus time PV upon RT. Either you can write PV is equals to RT or RT is equals to PV, and this will give you equals to minus 1. If this is equals to minus 1, that means the second theorem on the differentiation is proved. Got it? Hope you have understood this topic also.